Morning everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. I just wish to start before stating that I really do appreciate all your messages, and I read every one of them, and I also reply to everyone. I make at The Flower Patch artificial arrangements, from wreaths to door swags, things for the home, funeral tributes and garden and much more. Right, today guys, as you know, my son is going in hospital, so it is 10:30 in the morning, so I thought I'd do a video, a quick one, before I get everything prepared, ready for when we go. So today we are going to do on a 12-inch wreath, a little bit of like a farmhouse type wreath, where I say I'm not going to put much in it, but you know me guys, I've got a bit on the table, but there's not a lot of floral. And when I say I mean not a lot, I've only got one floral, but I've got some in my bucket just in case. So there's more greenery than floral. Right, so I'm going to go through what we've got. First, I've got some sage leaves. I thought, you know, I could incorporate these. They are silk, and they are like a limey green, but I thought we could incorporate those as well. I've got out my rubbery textured fern because I want to place in fern, as again I always state, fern looks beautiful in any arrangement. Now I've got some of my dark green oddments or leftovers from my ficus, which I also want to place in. I've got some of these lovely, these are rubbery texture fern as well. Maybe I'd like to place some of those in also. I've also brought out some grass as well, some sword grass to place in and around the arrangement. Now I have got out my long wispy vine that I may want to bring out just for a bit of movement and to give it that extra little touch. And I have got out my cotton. I thought that would look lovely as a little farmhouse arrangement, placing some of those in as well. Now I have got some of my lotus heads, but I've only got two. I'm considering placing one either side here, so I've only got two. I've also got out my seed heads in the dusty or off-white, as well, to add in as a little farmhouse arrangement. Now I have got some of this, the anthurium, the hanging anthurium, I think it was anthurium it's called, that I may like to just add dangling down around the bottom. And the only flower that I'm going to use is my ranunculus in this deep coral colour, just to set off from the bow. And that is it guys, nothing more. Again, in my bucket I have got some dahlias, which I've tested them against these, and they are big heads in case I'd like to just place 3 in, or maybe a couple, who knows, just to go at the side of that coral colour. So that is what we've got. So I'm going to start off, as I always do, with my ficus. And again, and I'm only going to do half of a wreath, so I'd like to be placing some around here, coming down, and the loops on the bows are all 5-inch loops, and I've used a stripy one that says welcome, and one with dots. So let's get started. So I'm going to place in, coming over that way like that. Got to sort through these guys. Trying to get the, concerning the ficus, trying to get the leftovers down. As well. I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day, guys. I had a nice peaceful one, as I said, sat indoors, going through bits and bobs, knowing as well that I've got coming up my accounts, my paperwork, which is boring, but it has to be done. I'm going to go all the way around the back, again behind the bow, I was on call again yesterday. My neighbour went back in hospital, the old gentleman. I was going to fetch him from hospital, but he rang me and said he got a taxi, or I think in America do you call it a cab? So he didn't want to disturb me, he said. I told him I don't mind, you know, fetching him. My son came home from his girlfriend's with gifts. Oh, he was really happy and jolly. His girlfriend loved her gifts. Young love, eh, guys? So that is where I'm going to stop. These are the longer pieces of ficus. Save that short one. Right. And I also want to bring the odd, oopsie daisy, the odd greenery coming through as well. So we're going to use our grasses next for the different texture. These are push-ups. I must admit, I do like the grasses as well. I'm going to try and get one stick in there. Just grab it, bend it forward. Excuse me. Save that longer one. I've tried to prepare as much as possible so we can, you know, so I can get it all done. My son's quite nervous. I've told him he'll be fine. One on the end. If you can hear a dog, it's Maisie. My neighbour's in, so she's on the front. Usually in summer you'll probably hear her more because it's warmer weather and my neighbour's pottering around on the garden. Do I want one here? Yeah, we'll place that one there. Don't need no more. I've lost all the rubber bands. I think they've been coming off in the bucket because these are not very strong. So that one's there. We'll use some of our fern as well. Dot around. I'll cut a few down. Don't think I'll need that much. Again, I've placed some at the back with the ficus. I'm going to place one around here. So again, as I said yesterday, guys, this may be a short video, but I don't like letting you down. So because I know I'm not going till 2 o'clock this afternoon, I was able to squeeze a video in. I sent a picture of the one we did yesterday to the lady, the customer, and she absolutely loves it, and she's now placed an order for herself. So everybody's happy. The last one, I think, there. Doesn't that look pretty already? You could just leave it like that, guys, if you just wanted something really basic. I've got these bits of ficus. Do I place some in there? I don't know yet. Let's place them over there. Or let me just have a cup of coffee. I'm going to be having to sit outside while my son's having his operation. So I've got to sit outside waiting. So I think I'll take my phone so I can go through the YouTube and have a look. And see what's happening on YouTube. Right, what I want to do with these, I don't want them too, well, I say too long. I just want to add, because these are wired right to the tip, I just want to add just a bit. Straighten it and then I'll position it how I'd like. Just something different, well, movement in the arrangement as well. Just going to place that there, guys. I will position it. I wonder if I could turn it around my finger. Not much. Let me have a look from the front. Just want to give it a bit more height with the vine, with it being wispy. These are the pieces. Gosh, they are quite stiff, the wire on these, so I want one at the bottom as well. I'm going to bring the odd one on the inner side. Just behind the bow. Leaning perhaps just slightly over. I fold these up because they're so long, I have to fold them up. Just place one there. And I'm placing all different lengths. I don't want them all the same length. I want it to try, you know, mimic the natural look. That's quite long. And one here. I may bring one coming in there, so I need a small one. They come in all different sizes. The longest ones, like that, they're over 1 metre long. I don't want those. So, I'm not using no more of those. Okay, let's bend them over. Squeeze them down so they don't keep bending. Squeeze those back. Now, with our sage, I want to bring in the centre. Let's do the tag on. I always keep forgetting about the tags. I went through a stage where every time I had a delivery, I took the tags off immediately. But on this case, I've started forgetting. Now, I've not had these ones before. I ordered 4 stems. I've had sage before, but not these. I'm just looking if the push-ups, but they're not. So they come as a full bunch like that. The leaf stem here isn't wired. I think you can pull the leaf off and place one leaf on a stem at a time. That would be quite time consuming, I guess. There is quite a lot on here. So I'm looking where I could cut it. I think around there. So then I've got that. I could place those in there. So let's just cut that. That's slightly bigger. I'll just take that one off at the end to give me a little bit of a stem, and I'll place those as leaves on their own pick. The main stem is wired, it's just the ones where the leaves are attached to. So, there we go. Behind here, place that like that. I'm going to bring one down here as well. just like that. Oh yeah, you can pull them off. So I've got 2 that I cut off. I know there are only 2, and that's not a lot. But you know me guys, waste not, want not. I don't like wasting. So we've got 2 little ones. Place one there. One there. So I don't think at the moment I'm wanting to bring some greenery through, so I may place one there. Let's see where I can cut it again. I may place one behind here, so it looks like it's coming out from the bow. Let me just turn it around guys so I can get to that position. What do I want? Then move our bow back into position. Like that. So I'm going to save that one for now. I don't want those. I'll find another leaf. So let's get on to our other fern. Now I haven't used these ones yet. They've still got the tape around the bottom. Now, just to bring, I'm seeing whether to bring some in there as well. These are very bouncy. They're not very sturdy, the stem's very, very thin. But I don't mind that, I quite like that. Because then I get that movement in the leaf. Let's just manipulate it so it doesn't look too straight. Can't believe how I like it. That one's like that. I think I'm going to bring the odd one on the outer side as well. They don't need much glue, guys. Again, just manipulate, put a slight little bend in the main stem, just to give it that natural look. here. That's a bit too long. Let me shorten the stem. And then I'll bring one down here, so I can just lift. Wondering whether to bring one here. Yes, I'll place one there. Does that mean that I'm going to need one around here? Just turn it around, guys. No, I'm not going to place any more. I don't want to overdo it with the fern. Let me just bring my elastic bands come like that, like a ball. I've ordered some before. The other ones I had didn't have pink in, so these are different, but these aren't as strong as the other ones that I had, and I couldn't find where. I know I got them off Amazon, but they're not the same company. So do we place our seeds in after? Let's get our cotton heads. To see how many I've got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I want to be placing these around. So I'm gonna cut some around that length. To start with. I'm bringing these in like that. I think the wreath's not sitting straight. I'll have to check that out at the end. And I'm going to do one up here. I'm going to do 5 at the top and 5 at the, I think anyway. Maybe I may incorporate some in the centre. I want to do them obviously with their own little bit of space. And bring us some, just a little bit down here. Maybe one here and then one here. So let's place one behind the bow. You can move the heads on them, so and then I want one there. As well. Let's just move the heads so that and then I'm going to do a similar thing at the bottom. I'm going to place one up here. Here. Just have a look and go under here. I'm going to bring that one through there. Like that. So then you've got that. Doesn't that look sweet? I want to place one each here. So I'm going to get these in, the lotus heads. And just bend it inwards, like that. I will straighten up the bow, guys. Like that. Now I've got the seed heads, I've got some leftovers in here, and that's good to dot around. I hope they're long enough. You wouldn't believe it, would you guys? I've got my cat in here. He is fast asleep. Thank goodness. Right, I'm going to dot some of these around, even on the outer side as well. Well, let me have a cuppa. Oh, you know what? I'm so pleased I got that cup warmer. I suggest, guys, you invest in one. You never know. If you had a bowl of soup as well, and you were sat eating the bowl of soup in front of the TV, you could place that on there and keep it warm if you're just eating a little bit at a time. That's another thing my son's not allowed to eat proper solid food for 2 days. That is gonna kill him, guys, because I kid you not, for sure, my son has got a sweet tooth. Like me, is very skinny, 6'3", very skinny, and he has got a sweet tooth. No wonder he's having all this work done on his teeth, and it is gonna kill him knowing he can't eat sweets or any solid food for 2 days. He has got to stay on soup. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a challenge that is going to be. I might torment him and say, sit by his side with some beautiful sweets, knowing which ones he likes, and go, oh, these are lovely. And torment him and go, oh, these are just really tasty. And just do it that way. And then he'll sit there. Oh, Mum, leave me alone. Well, guys, you say to your kids, don't you? Don't eat too much sweets. You'll end up with bad teeth. They know better. So leave them to it. And then they literally pay the price. Mind you, I've said to him, but don't eat too much fruit either, because natural fruit is very sugary. I was always told that by my dentist. And that's very true, because my oldest son, when he was young, honest guys, he would eat fruit non-stop. He couldn't get enough. When he was a little child, he just ate fruit all the time. I mean, we kept encouraging him that it was good for him, until he had to have 5 teeth out because the fruit had ruined his teeth. So, you can't win, can you? You get told to eat these fruits because they're better for you, but you still end up having your teeth out with them. But I guess they meant in moderation. Which my oldest son, oh gosh, he was always eating fruit. And again, like I say, we encouraged him ourselves, thinking it was good for him, better for him. I think I want one. the outside there. I think I want one where you see the two lotuses. I want one here. I'm just cutting the prongs off what are on the stem because they're not being used and I don't want them on show. So let's see around here somewhere. Oops, I've just accidentally pulled it back out. Oh my goodness, it won't go in. Let's give it another go. I won't let it defeat me. Let's just try somewhere else around that area. See. Need to straighten the bow. So that's not going to show a lot. Bring that in. I'm just fluffing it up, guys, just so I can see. So I don't need any more of those. I've yet to place our floral in. But doesn't that look pretty, just like that by itself? Now, I've cut one off earlier. I don't know whether these will be too much for it and take away the look and make it look a bit Christmassy. No, something's telling me no. So, now then, is this the right colour? I wanted to use small-headed flowers, but look at the colour. I'm trying to match with a deeper colour like that, but I've got, let's have a look. I've got these in a deeper red, in a burgundy. I think they're too light. Or I could just place maybe some daisies in. Again, I don't want. So we'll keep those there a moment. See, I haven't moved from my desk for a while, so I think it was about time I started moving. What else did I see earlier? I saw something earlier and I thought, oh, they may be alright. Oh my goodness, where have they gone? Oh my gosh. Oh. I did get the little roses out as well. I got those out. I think they look a bit too Christmassy, guys. Not like a farmhouse arrangement. So I'm not going to place those in. I could place white, but we've got a lot of white with the cotton. Now I've got these. They're better straight away. That's just made my mind up. And again, I don't want, oh gosh, where are they all? No, I don't want the darker ones. I don't want too many. Cut those off the stem because they're on a bunch, so they're with the darker ones. So I'm going to cut the lighter ones off. There's another one. There's one that hasn't got any foliage on, so I may pinch that off of the dark one. Let me take the plastic off, because if you've got the plastic on at the bottom, as you've probably seen a lot on your own, you can't place anything over it. I think that helps stop things as well falling off. Another one. So I don't think that I'm going to place the daisies in. I mean, they are pretty. I'll keep them out, but I don't think I'm going to place them in. I think these are much better with them being lighter. They're very similar colour to the ribbon. So I'm going to place those in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get these. Let me just see where I'd like to position them. I know I want one around the back here. I'll just sit it on the bow. One needs to go in that gap there. One needs to go in this gap here. Then I've got 2 left. One there. To go down a little bit, and maybe one here. Yeah. So hold on to those. Those 3 that I've placed in is where I'm going to place them, because there's a gap there. There was a gap there as well, in exactly the same place above and below. Then I want one at the side. So let's get these in. Again, I'm placing these behind the seeds. Just trying to see first. Just there, as you can see that gap there, If you find on your cotton that it keeps coming off when you catch it, just spray it with a bit of hairspray and it will stay in place. So I'm going to place that one. Don't want it to be to there. And then place that one there. Now I've got these two, so I'm thinking one in between these two cottons here, down here, or maybe coming out lower, and same here, around here. So let's do a longer stem. Bring these at the around the back. Just have them sitting there. In fact, let me bring that one down a bit. So push that down a little bit more. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same here and have that one around there. So I'm just going to turn it so I can see. It's quite hard to. Excuse me, guys. Thought something was stopping. A moment. Just cut that a little bit shorter. I've left that one longer because it starts saying welcome, so I've left that. I mean, you can again put a little spiral in it just to give it a little curl and bring it up. So I don't want those either. Now, do I place in some of these around here, because I want to make them look like it's, the leaves are coming through the bow. I'm going to cut these in half. I'm wiping any glue off at the back that's seeped out when I push the pick in, because I don't want that on show. So I want to bring a few coming in, so I'm going to stick that to the bow like that. Let's come off the bow. Reattach it, place it with that one. I'll bring one down here. Again, this is just to make it look like the leaves are growing out from the bow. I think I need one round there. I'm just popping these in, guys, where I feel it needs something, just to make it again look like it's growing out of the bow. I think I need one. Yeah, I think then that is enough on those. I'll turn it round once I've done it. It's easy to get to behind the bow as it's facing me. Fluff the bow. And just stand back. Yeah, that's enough, guys. By adding any more, it's not going to add any extra interest to the arrangement. Just get rid of a mess. Yeah, so I think we're sticking with the colours of the flowers, what are very much the same colour of what the ribbon is. It doesn't hide the flowers, it just adds a little bit of interest to it. And you know, and by using the grasses as well, and the ferns, and the seed heads, and even the lotus heads, and the cotton, it adds that lovely little farmhouse feeling. That'd look lovely on a barn door, you know, the ones where they're half and half. That would look really pretty on one of those. So let me just come out and have a quick look. Oh, isn't that pretty? I might have that on my door. I say that about everything I do. I really do. It's like the yellow love heart. I've not sold that yet, and I keep on thinking, shall I put that on my door? So, but yeah, I really do like that. And again, with your cotton, if you feel that the fluff of the cotton is coming off, spray it with the hairspray, and that would look really pretty. I was just wondering as well, I think the only thing that may, I'll put one and a spare one out in case, that may need is another one of those there, somewhere around there, to make that 3. Yeah, I think so. But other than that, let's get that in, and then I know for definite. So I need to position that behind there, right around here. Yeah. We'll place that in, guys. I think it'll. Let me know if you agree in the comments, guys, if you think by placing the extra one in made it look more balanced. Do I want to place it? Yeah, I'm going to place it there. So let me come out, I think, anyway. Let's come out and have a look. Yeah, that's much better. It's much, much better. So again, guys, let me know in the comments if you think 2 or 3. Personally, from a professional eye, I think 3. So it finishes it off on that side. So just by adding that, did add that extra interest. But now I do know to stop. It's nice and full. The bow is incorporated within your greenery. So it looks like you've got greenery growing out from the bow. So it doesn't look like it's sat by itself. And then just by adding even just 5 little roses, they're not big, but just a little, 3 on the outside, 2 on the in. Just added a bit of colour here from the colour of the bow around the centre, and incorporated within the white as well. And I've got 5 cotton heads at the top and 5 at the bottom, sitting around, where I've also got my, I mean, these are push-ups, so these slide very easily. My wispy vine, my Himalayan maidenhair fern, also my other fern, my ficus, my grasses, my seeds, and I think that's really all with the greenery, guys. And that's just by adding that in. It hasn't made it look out of place. And again, the seed heads dotted around, and the flowers, and your bow, and the sage. I forgot to mention that, the sage leaves as well. So overall, guys, I think that's really pretty. look lovely on a barn door. So if you feel that you've got some of this cotton and you wasn't sure what to do with it, make a farmhouse arrangement wreath and place it on the farmhouse door. If you live in if you've got a farmhouse door, or you know somebody who has, or sell it for that purpose, you know, by putting a title on it, farmhouse wreath, and things like that. And again, or even if you haven't got a farmhouse door or anything, put it on your own door. Again, I quite like this. So I think if I put this outside, I would put it out in summer because of the cotton. So I wouldn't want it to get wet. So again, if you enjoyed that, guys, do it. You know, you don't have to do it in these colours. You can do it in, you know, other colours. A nice chocolate brown would be nice. I've got chocolate brown flowers, so they would be nice. Or some baby chrysanthemums, that would be nice. Poppies, things like that. You know, maybe hydrangeas as well. That would look pretty with the hydrangeas. And anything really, guys. Or add some of the honesty in. I mean, I've got honesty if you're not sure what it is. Some people call it the money plant, but it is the honesty. The correct name is the honesty, and it's that. That would look pretty actually with it as well, but I'm not going to add that in. But yeah, use things like that, or you do it in yellows. Anything, guys, absolutely anything. You will always make it look beautiful. I know you will, because you're all fabulous. So I hope you know, you enjoyed that. Give it a go. So please subscribe, share and like. Oh, and I've got some new subscribers, and I meant to wrote the names down to introduce them. I will do it tomorrow. Again, I know it's nearly 12 o'clock, but it's been a quicker video than usual. But again, I've got to take my son and get everything prepared to the hospital for his operation. So all the best, guys. Again, please subscribe, share and like. Leave us a comment what you think about it, and what colours, or you know, what other colours you would use, or if you've got any questions about it, if you would do it differently, or what other flowers you would place in instead. I don't mind, you know, chatting to you about that. While my son's having the operation, I could be chatting away to you. So if you want to contact me, my email address is theflowerpatch, that's all one word, 2407@gmail.com, or you can get me on Instagram under the Flower Patch, or on Facebook under the Flower Patch as well. So guys, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Keep creating and keep climbing up that ladder and being a wonderful, wonderful florist. I'll do you a close-up as well, and I shall see you tomorrow, and I'll let you know how my son's gone on, whether he was like a little child and crying, or whether he was a brave young man. I think he'll be brave. So all the best, guys. Take care. God bless. Love you all. Bye-bye. I just take it off, guys. Oh, look at it. It just gets smoother and smoother. Look at that. Told you he was with me. He was just being a good boy today. Oh well, oh no, he's moving. Oh gosh, he's moving. No, he's going to go back to sleep. So let's bring the light over. So there you have your cotton. Isn't that cute? And there's your little tan coloured mini roses. They're not big. And there's my hanging vine with my Himalayan maidenhair fern and the ficus, and then the bits of grasses here, look, that you can see, sticking out, and then the sage leaves in the set around the center, and then these seeds as well, and then some more fern down at the bottom here. Oh, and they've got, the roses have got little flowers on as well. And then your lotus heads, 3 of them, and then your beautiful tan coloured bow, neutral colours, wonderful with anything. So again, I hope you had a fantastic time, and take care, guys. And again, please subscribe, give us a comment, share and like. Have a wonderful day. All the best. Love you all. Bye.